Well, all right, people. So I want to do a quick little video here, kind of a random video, maybe a topic I've never talked about, but 5 reasons why social media is bad for wrestling in general. And I thought about doing this either way. I don't know why this topic popped into my mind, but you could say some good things about social media. You could say some bad things about social media in regards to wrestling or WWE. But I decided to do the bad because I am the ruthless ranter after all, and it is more fun to rant than to praise wrestling, honestly. Maybe I'll do a video talking about the positives as well, but as we all know, that won't be as entertaining. So let's get to the list here. 5 quick reasons. Number 1, spoilers. I think probably the most obvious one is, how many times have we seen spoilers? People leak shit, oh, this person's returning, that person's returning. Very few times do we actually get surprised. Even just storylines being leaked, rumors, even match endings being leaked. Like, we've seen it so many times where we know this person's going to win or this person is going to lose or this outcome is definitely going to happen. And even just like going through we all are on our phones now because that's just the world we live in. So, you might not have been able to catch Raw or a pay-per-view or whatever show you're watching, and you just log on to your phone and you're on wherever and you just see a spoiler. How many times has that happened to us? And it fucking sucks. You're waiting forever to watch a pay-per-view and you can't watch it because you're, doing something. You're going to watch it the next day, and you have to, you either end up spoiling it for yourself or you have to be so fucking careful throughout the whole day not to look at your phone. So I think spoilers is probably the number 1 reason why social media is bad for wrestling. Number 2, the bullshit stories that come out. You have so many wrestling websites that put together these so-called reports. We have an inside source that says this, and everybody takes it as fact. So it really sucks when you see all these stories and you can't even verify them to be true. So many times they turn out to be false. Oh, rumor, this happened backstage at Raw last night. We just have an unnamed source that says this happened, and probably 95% of the time it's bullshit. So that's bad enough, but it's also bad because so many people take it to be fact and just run with it like it's true. Number 3, you have so many idiots and so many trolls on social media. And this isn't just pertaining to wrestling, but to really every social media, site in general. People say some really fucked up, stupid shit when you're behind a keyboard. It's easy to appear tough and to be an idiot. And so you have a lot of people that just troll people out there, unfortunately, which makes, life miserable for the rest of us in a way. But you do have a lot of idiots, a lot of trolls out there who will say shit just to get attention, just to get views and clicks. So you definitely have that. Number 4, it's a lot harder for wrestlers to maintain their character outside of wrestling. I think that's you look at MJF and he does a great job at maintaining kayfabe outside of wrestling, outside of the show, which is, I think it's a great thing. It's something that we haven't seen in a long time. You've seen you've seen people do it a little bit here and there, but nothing like MJF. But social media makes that hard because, you get these wrestlers that, go on social media and they're not even in character. And it's just a breath of fresh air to see somebody like MJF do it. But social media, when everybody's recording you, everybody's got a camera in your face, everybody's trying to figure out, whoa, what is CM Punk like in real life? What is John Cena like in real life? Let's do a YouTube video. Let's video him out in public, or let's look at his social media feed. It makes it a lot harder for people to be, stay in their characters. And I like that to a degree, because the only 2 people that have really done that over the last 10, 15, 20 years that I can really think of, and maybe they just come to the top of my head because MJF is doing it now, is MJF and Undertaker. And those are 2 legendary characters. And the last one is the social media environment with Twitter, with YouTube, etc. contributes to the fact that we have sensory overload when it comes to wrestling. Just too much fucking content. And part of that is social media, because you have WWE and AEW posting shit on Twitter, posting pre-shows, posting shit on YouTube all the fucking time, which wrestling fans do look at, do take time to look at. And the more hardcore fans, do enjoy interacting with other fans on Twitter. That is part of the experience. Do enjoy, you know, doing that interaction. Like, so in a way, it's good that we can interact, but it's like on top of watching a 3-hour show, I mean, you want to talk about it with other people, right? So it's not like you just watch a 1-hour show, then you go on Twitter for a half hour to talk about it. No, you know, you watch a 3-hour show, then you go on Twitter. So it's just all the social media platforms contributes to the content overload that wrestling fans experience. So there you go, people. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think. Is social media good or bad for wrestling in general? Like I said, I might do a positive video on this topic as well, depending on what people want, but let me know what you think. All right, there you go, people.